All right, so marketing is seasonal. Farm marketing is seasonal, just like farming is seasonal. There are different markets that you are going to want to talk to, discuss, keep in touch with in different ways at different times of the year. Just like moving your chickens around the farm is seasonal, where if you live in the Northeast, like I do, we have a winter setup where the birds are kind of locked into one place for a couple months. And then we rotate them around the farm for the rest of the year. And depending on what time of year it is, there's beautiful foliage, there's lush green grass. I'm dumping brewer's grain in with my birds that they scratch and peck and eat. Got my pigs over there. There's so much going on right now. And we're opening the farm back up to the public, which means I'm going to have people on site. And that is where I'm going to spend my marketing energy, is to make the most positive customer experience possible here at my farm and brewery in Western Connecticut. And then as I move birds, as I move chickens, as the summer goes on and people are enjoying how lush and green and beautiful it is, I'm going to shoot videos after I move my birds or my pigs or my goats or whatever. And when I shoot those videos, it's going to be, look, there's a chicken eating grass. Isn't that beautiful and sunshiny? Here's a slow pan of my field so you can see the total farm of where all these birds have to roam. These birds are out on grass and everything is great and green and beautiful. And everybody knows that because they can see that right now. It's the end of May 2021 when I'm recording this video. And so that's an easy sell with people being here. Now in the winter, we're going to a different season now. In the winter, you don't have lush green grass and chickens chickens out on lush green grass. You might have a winter setup where the vegetation has died off. Like February, there's nothing growing here. But they're still producing some eggs, and sales drop because people go from their car to the store to the car to their house. And they don't want to travel out to go and see the chickens out on the grass. They're going to wait for a more beautiful time to be outside, and then you see a little bit of a seasonal sales dip. Well, you took a video after you moved the birds in the middle of the summer and you marked it on your grazing planning sheet, just wrote VID, vid, and you shot a video that day. And what's great is that your cell phone and the cloud storage, the way they store the files, you can sort it by date. So you can go back in time and find the video or the photograph that you shot that day after you move the birds. If you make it part of your moving routine, your grazing rotation, to stop and linger graze, which is important. If you're linger grazing, you're taking photographs, you're watching how the birds eat. This bird over here is just chomping on this little piece of grass and is just so interested. It's just sitting there, hanging out, picking up the grass, putting the grass down, picking up the grass, putting the grass down. There's so much joy to be had in this moment with these birds out around, sunshine, warmth, that in February, it's super depressing and sales have dipped. People want to be taken out of that world, out of the gray, out of the tiresome, out of the lonely, and brought and have that memory recalled in their brain to say, remember when it's sunshiny and beautiful? Oh yeah, that farm. What's that farm up to? Oh, I should reach out to them. Oh, they still have eggs? Yeah, John's been sending out the newsletter, but I haven't been paying attention because it's off season. I can re-release that video or that photograph to help jog their memory. And because it's in my grazing planning, when I see that I've moved the birds, I've narrowed down, as I'm doing next year's planning and I'm looking at last year's notes, I narrowed down, here are the 5 times I took photographs last year. I shoot photographs every day, so I've got 100,000 photos I took last year. But you may take less photographs because it's just not something you're used to doing. Building it into your routine, marking it on your calendar. A grazing plan can just be a calendar, like a 12-month calendar. That's what I use. You mark that note, and then in the winter, when you're desperate for material, you want to update your website, you're sitting down and doing your planning meetings and saying, this year we're going to get better at marketing and we're going to update the website. And I swear I'm going to get on this. I got a web guy, and we've heard those stories before. I do it every year where I'm like, this is the year that I publish YouTube videos every single day, and I don't have a quiet 6-month part where I just fall off the map and, whatever. We all have those promises that we make, those goals in the beginning of the year. Building your routine around linger grazing, enjoying spending some time with your animals, photographing it with your smartphone, which is what I'm recording this video with, making a note in your grazing plan that you moved and you have beautiful pictures to look up, or put them on a folder. You know, be more organized than the average person. Do every farmer a favor, get better. You know, we are all, rising tide, raise all ships. The better we are at linger grazing, appreciating what we do, and optimizing for happiness, the better message we are going to be able to share, the story we're able to tell. We're going to connect with our customers, have some relationship marketing, get some word of mouth, and grow our businesses and make a real dent in agriculture. Now I know this is like a homestead flock of chickens, and here I am talking about marketing and scale and making a difference and feeding the world. I think it's possible. I don't think it's possible with the number of farmers we have now, but that's why the mission of Farm Marketing Solutions is to inspire and educate the next generation of farmers, because if the world isn't perfect, we should try to make it a better place for our kids. Enjoy your day. I hope this helps. Until next time, I'll see you out in the field. Right on time.